educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work podcast, where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning back in. It's been a little while, and I had a lot of things to be thankful for. Since our last episode, I had to take a break because I had to take the time to enjoy the graduation of my daughter. I also had to take the time to enjoy a family vacation. That was probably the best thing I needed. I needed to rejuvenate. I needed to get back on track. I needed to revitalize myself. And at the same time, as a benefit from that, I was able to revitalize, re-energize the family by just being relaxed and not talking about anything serious or deep, anything that would cause any type of anxiety or stress or anything. We just enjoyed time at the beach. Sometimes we get caught up in our goals and dreams and the daily grind. But there are times where you really need to sit back and take a break for a second and understand how blessed you are in your current situation. I feel great about being married. I know some people are not, and I hope that you are living your best life. And even if you want to be married, work towards that. Figure out what you need to do to get to that point. But I encourage you to work towards it, and we're going to speak positively that you will get to that point. Even when it comes to the kids, I had a great time with my children. Even for those of you who do not have children, I hope that you get to that point as well. Now, if you don't want kids, that's fine. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. For those of you who are married, I hope that you are in a great space and place in your marriage. For those of you who are have children, same situation. A great space, a great mindset. Because in order for us to get to another level, we have to say that all those negative things, that those things will never work. They will not allow us to progress and grow and to become the greatest version of ourselves. As most of you know, I have been working on my workbook, Well, Why Not? And within the workbook, it speaks to you about creating your why, right? And understanding how strong your why is. If your why is not strong enough, you're not going to continue on. You're not going to be able to complete your task. You're going to find ways and situations that will knock you off. You'll find an excuse to not move forward. Now, you would say, Maurice, it's not an excuse. It's situations or whatever it is. And trust me, I understand. I've had to come to this realization for myself. The fact that someone questioned my business growth and whether or not I was going to make it bigger, right? And I had mentioned how my focus was not necessarily on the business as much as it could have, because I could have been a father, right, who did not worry about his kids. I could have been a husband who did not worry about his marriage. I could have been one of those that was so focused that I lost what I wanted the most, which was a family. I want a relationship with my spouse and my children. Some people will do that at the expense of creating generational wealth. And trust me, I understand that. But at this point in time in my life where I've had one of my children to graduate from college, and she speaks to me often about which way she should go and what she should do and things like that, because I had taken the time to build such a relationship with her where it's not just about money or anything like that. It is about, Dad, I really would like your opinion, right, on how to overcome this situation, because that I value it. I take the time to do that. So my why of what I'm creating today is, yes, it is for them, being the children. Yes, it's for my wife, but it's also for me to create an environment to continue on that space of being comfortable, of feeling like I've accomplished something, and for their children. So now it's time to make an environment for their children, right? And to it doesn't have necessarily to be where I live, whether it's for them, for their household and how can I help and things like that. It's just to help the generations after me to be better, in a better space or situation. Now, let's understand this. I understand that it's not all about money. How do we break some of these situations that we find our families in where communication is gone? How do we take the time to build it up? If we don't talk about things, right? If we don't speak upon some of the challenges we have within our family dynamics, we could possibly lose everything. If you don't know where your children are headed towards, if you don't know where your nieces and nephews are headed towards, even your cousins, if you will, and for those of you who may not have extended family like that, for you, it may even be your friends. And even if you have extended family, you don't even support your family like that, or you're ostracized from them to some degree. Even as your close friends or acquaintances or whatever it is, communication is key to building whatever it is you're trying to build. Practice it on an everyday basis. So, from a place of relaxation, I have been able to understand the importance of communication and understanding my why over all these years. Because I'm going to be honest with you, we took a week off, literally a week off from everything, and just enjoyed the family, the ability to go shopping and laying on the beach and walking up and down boardwalks and little quaint little towns and mom and pop shops and those type of things. Sometimes you need that getaway in order for you to grow. You need that getaway in order for you to re-energize and revitalize your energy to whatever your goals are. I hope that you are working on your levels of communication. That's what I'd like for you to take away from this episode today. Work on your levels of communication. A lot of us are struggling with that. Most especially being behind a keyboard, typing all day. I thank you very much for listening today. And let's start speaking to one another and not just typing to one another.
Thanks for listening. Find us on social media at Chisholm Group LLC and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work, or will it?